Marjorie Taylor Greene has a brain-dead idea to keep her good buddy, who she's actually been feuding with recently, Steve Bannon, out of prison. And that plan, which was actually first introduced by Republican Representative Thomas Massie, the plan is to just rescind the subpoenas that both Steve Bannon and Peter Navarro defied, which then led to the criminal charges, which then led to both of their convictions. Navarro, of course, is already serving his prison term. Steve Bannon is set to report on July 1st. So under Marjorie Taylor Greene's plan, they would just do away with the original subpoenas somehow. And then, right, there's no crime because there was no subpoena for you to defy in the first place, effectively making their actions legal in the past tense. Here's what Greene put on social media. I fully support and am co-sponsoring Representative Thomas Massie's resolution to rescind the subpoenas for Steve Bannon and Peter Navarro by repudiating Nancy Pelosi's illegitimate January 6 committee. Nancy Pelosi violated House rules by refusing to accept McCarthy's appointed Republicans on the committee. Now, our Republican-led House must nullify any actions taken by the illegitimate J6 committee. We must also hold the J6 committee members accountable for their destruction of the committee's records. House Republicans need to start taking action. Now, let me get this straight. In the eyes of Marjorie Taylor Greene, the individuals who investigated January 6th in the House of Representatives, those are the criminals. But the people who actually did the Capitol riot, those are political prisoners. So the people that actually did the crime, those people are innocent according to Marjorie Taylor Greene. The people that were trying to get to the bottom of the crime, those are actually the real criminals. That's how twisted things are in her brain. This is not a well person. We are dealing with a Republican Party that is filled with people that ought to be locked up in mental institutions, and instead, for some reason, they're in positions of power. That's insane. That is beyond insane. Insane doesn't even do justice to what is happening in this country right now. But let's go back to some of our other claims, right? The illegitimate J6 committee, because Pelosi rejected McCarthy's nominees. She's allowed to do that as Speaker of the House. That was well within her authority. She followed the rules. So everything you say about this committee being illegitimate is absolutely untrue because you're too stupid to know what the rules are. And let's get to the heart of it, right? What if they do rescind the subpoenas? Does that mean Steve Bannon doesn't have to go to jail? No, it doesn't. It still would not overturn the conviction against him. See, here in the United States, there have been plenty of instances throughout our history where somebody commits a crime, then gets sentenced, convicted and sentenced and goes to jail. But then something comes along, a legislative change, and the crime they were convicted and sentenced for committing becomes no longer a crime. Now, does that mean that those people are immediately off the hook? We open the prison doors, they walk right out free as a bird? No, that's not how that works. What has to happen is that these people who get locked up for something, even if it is no longer a crime, they can either quietly serve out the rest of their sentence, or, more than likely, they have to file an appeal. And then they have to go through a whole nother process of hearings, basically not a full-blown trial, but it takes months, sometimes years, to get released. So even if the House could do Marjorie Taylor Greene's stupid little plan, it wouldn't affect Bannon going to jail. It wouldn't affect Navarro, who's already in jail. And even if they wanted to then appeal it and say, hey, I can't be in jail because it's no longer a crime, their prison sentences would have been completed before they could ever get their first hearing in court to get the whole thing dismissed. So it's a stupid plan all around, built on lies from Marjorie Taylor Greene. But that much should have been obvious when I mentioned that Marjorie Taylor Greene had a plan at all. Not only is it idiotic, it wouldn't solve any of the problems that her good buddies are currently going through. Hey everybody, I don't know if you've noticed this, but we are closing in on a pretty major milestone here at Fair and Balanced as we approach 500,000 subscribers. But we're not there yet, and we definitely need your support. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, like and comment on the videos and share them as widely as possible.